This is a big night. Bill O'Reilly is here, and he wants to tell you something that he's not proud of, that he wants to admit. And it's not his undying affection for me alone. It's something else that he hopes is an instruction to the rest of you. Bill O'Reilly, always a pleasure. What is it that you realized about yourself that you did not like and insist must change?
Well, I have a malady, and there's no vaccine. It's called Biden Derangement Syndrome. And the guy drives me nuts. And I mocked all the people who have Trump Derangement Syndrome, when I think you might be in that category.
No,
but I have Biden, okay, BDS. But before I get to that, I want to just comment on Penn and Ukraine. You got to be careful about Ukraine. The United States, and this is one of the few policies that President Biden implemented that I think he did a good job on, was cautious in the beginning because we did not know if the Ukrainians were capable of fighting for their freedom. And so we couldn't send in heavy weapons right away. That would have been foolish. The end game in Ukraine is to destroy Putin, and he's well on the road to destruction. You don't want to overdo it so Putin becomes a sympathetic figure in his own country, Russia. Right now, he's a villain. So Biden has handled this pretty well. And Penn, who I've had my innings with, but one time Clint Eastwood told me that Penn is a good man. And that's a very high recommendation. But I think he's a little naive when it comes to global politics. And I urge both of you to be careful over in Ukraine and be cautious in your analysis. Now, Biden Derangement Syndrome.
Hold on a second.
Guy drives me nuts.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I want to go into the BDS just because I like saying it. But Penn does not say that he is an expert on global world, global politics. Although I will tell you, he's seen more of the world in crisis than most people who cover it. But the idea that, hey, the help that you're okay with now, Patriots, okay, I'm with you on the timing. But tanks, that could have been done a long time ago. And the idea of reaching out to veterans, and if they want to do it, it's up to them because a lot of them are there already. Clearly, had more been done sooner, things could have been much more in favor of Ukraine than right now. But that is also speculation.
It is. And the Wagner Group, the mercenaries that are fighting for Putin, are tough boys. And so I don't got to get weighed in on that. I think Penn is a sincere guy. What he did in Haiti was very well-intentioned, turned into a disaster. Just be cautious.
Right.
All right.
But that's because Haiti's a disaster, not because his group was. You should see the work that they're doing over there. They're one of the only outfits taking in refugees. I'm just telling you, all you can do is have the right intentions and the right plan.
No, that's not all you can do. You can't pour billions of dollars into a corrupt place.
Well, that is true.
Is what happened in
Sean would be the first one to tell you that. All right, go ahead with your BDS.
I don't know if he would.
Well, now you know.
So
go
Biden
ahead with
drives
your
me
BDS.
nuts. He drives me crazy. Every day on the No Spin News on BillO'Reilly.com, my television broadcast, all right, I give his schedule. And most days he has nothing on his schedule. Today, you know what he did? He had lunch with Kamala. That's it. All right, so he doesn't work particularly hard. And the White House puts out a public schedule so everybody can see it every day. And I'm glad he doesn't work hard or long because he's screwing everything up. The border is the best example, the most vivid example. But I want to be fair always in my analysis. And if I am crazed about somebody and have derangement syndrome, that makes it very hard for me to be fair because I'm looking for the negative to reinforce my opinion. And that's what's happened. Now, I told you last week that I am going to rank Biden in all of the presidents for first 2 years. He's the second worst president
based on
policy-wise.
Give me the metrics.
Based on he has not solved any problems, and we have vexing problems. They're all getting worse. All right? Drug overdoses, worse. 6 million foreign nationals in here, insane. Gas prices now rising again. Food up 10% year to year. The man is just not capable
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.